What up? How's it going? Hey, going into this next episode, I got a question. June, at the end of the last episode, she talks about her being free. But the question is, how free is she really? Okay? Yes, she made choices that led her to that point. Yes, she received help that led her to that point. But she also has a bunch of things coming directly at her. She has high-ranking commander coming at her. A vengeful, spiteful, evil woman, Serena, coming after her. She has another vengeful, spiteful, evil woman, Aunt Lydia, coming after her. So we got to find out, how free is she actually? Let's go ahead and start this episode.
We get so comfortable with walls. It doesn't even take that long. Wear the red dress, wear the wings, shut your mouth, be a good girl. What will happen when I get out? Gilead knows no bounds, Aunt Lydia said. Gilead is within you.
There's water, and there's power. But you better just stay inside.
Hey! What's next?
Supposed to get you here safe. You're here safe. Maybe see you in a few days, if you're still around.
Oh, shit. They're gonna have like a bunch of like Boston landmarks and things of that nature. We already saw Fenway in the first one. Not a Boston Globe. The colony, huh? So all of them get to wear hazmat, and they have them women out there working without it.
Back to work! You too.
The Lord is great, and he is merciful. The sinners and the whores are blessed with his grace.
Look at them, they all getting legions of shit from
He's great and kind.
radiation.
You smell that? That is the smell of your microbiome.
Sorry, but how do the different species of bacteria compete? I mean, archaea, protists, and all that.
There aren't archaea in the human microbiome. They're only found in extreme environments like salt lakes, not your armpits.
Actually, archaea have been found in skin, in the colon, and in the nasal cavity. There have been some recent papers. I'll send you a reading list, if you like.
Tried to play the sister. Sit your dumb ass down.
That stuff gets better, right? Like in grad school?
God, no.
Hell no.
Just stick with it.
Grad school, they get worse. You go from dudes who think they know it all to dudes who now know they know it all.
Oliver.
He's super cute.
Well, I have to get this. I'll see you Wednesday.
Thank you.
Kinda know they know it all. Till they get to that PhD program. Start busting their ass.
It looks like we're going to be able to get you some nice chunk of extra lab time.
You're giving away one of my classes?
I want you to focus on your mitochondrial lines exclusively.
I'm not teaching at all.
Not this fall, no. But it won't affect your tenure application. More lab time. This is exciting.
What the hell, Dan?
It's an overabundance of caution, I'm sure. The new Board of Regents is concerned that you're not maintaining a healthy learning environment. Do you have a picture of Syl and Oliver on your phone?
Of course.
That probably wasn't smart.
But I'm not going to hide my family.
I'm not asking you to.
You just did.
I know, you dead ass just did.
Look, things are unstable right now. After DC, people are afraid.
So you thought it was time to hide the dykes?
I took all the pictures of Paul from my office.
I noticed. Thought you guys had a fight.
He did. He says I'm a collaborator.
They can't scare us back into the closet.
I thought mine was the last generation that had to deal with this bullshit.
I'm teaching next semester. Sorry.
Welcome to the fight.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It sucks.
He said, welcome to the fight.
Claire found some more duck eggs, traded them for Tylenol.
Don't waste it. She can't even hold down water.
Maybe some mint tea. Could settle her stomach.
I
1
Move, wife. Find an empty cot.
Damn.
Blessings to you.
What'd she do?
Fucking bitch.
Yeah. Ain't nobody ever. She food in there. Going Grace. They might tear your ass limb from limb.
Dear God, thank you for your good and generous blessings. Give me strength to perform your good works here on earth.
I'd be in there wallet. Is this bitch serious? She in there praying after what y'all did to us? Yeah, so they came up in the media places and just wrangled shit up. As you saw, there was bags just left on the floor. It literally looks like, yeah, people were just dragged up out of there. Of course, because it was the media. They should have took him away for having that DVD. I'm sorry, that's crazy. I hate that show. Look at that. Like, literally stopped the press. They literally just stopped it. Like, by the way, this would never work unless they kept college football. It just so happens that the people they would need to be on their side for this to work all love college football. They ain't getting rid of that. They will not. They are not getting rid of the SEC and the ACC. Or the Big 12. Or the Big 10. They hung him right there in there? Yeah. Yep. Oh, some people got lined up and shot? Yeah.
June? What happened?
Nothing. Let's get out of here. Do I need to take anything to food or should I didn't take the water?
June, what's going on?
You have to get me out of here.
There's nowhere for you to go.
You know what this is? Do you know what happened here? The slaughterhouse.
We gotten this far, things will calm down in a few weeks.
Weeks?
Do you know how hard it was to find out you were here?
You don't know? You don't know? You just you just hand me over to Mayday and you don't know? Because you want to play the hero? Huh, Nick?
I'm trying to keep you alive. You and our baby.
We can drive north across Maine. I know where to go.
To Maine? You're never gonna make it to Maine.
Hannah, we have to get Hannah. You know where she is, right?
No, if Guardians assigned to that house. It's safe here.
Stop saying that. We're gonna get Hannah. We're gonna go north.
Oh, we're not. I can't.
Don't be sloppy.
I'm about to vomit.
Not so hard.
That skin will come right off.
I have to get the dirt out. I don't want to get an infection. You will. All the water's contaminated.
Dang.
It stings a lot, but it works. Were you a doctor? College professor. Is that why they sent you here? Wrap your hands when you work. You want to keep the blisters from breaking until you can get some calluses. You should know that I was not
Is that
in
Marissa
favor of the
Tomei?
university purchase. were outrageous.
Wait, is that her?
I had an MFA before the law changed.
Is that why they sent you here?
No, I was weak. I committed a sin of the flesh. My husband was so busy with the handmaid, he didn't even notice. I fell in love. Do you think that matters?
To who?
To God. If it was love, he will forgive me, he will protect me, he will deliver me from this place.
This is your new home.
Antibiotics. Past their expiration date, but it's better than nothing. That water is full of E. coli. 2 pills every 4 hours.
Why are you doing this?
A mistress was kind to me. Once.
Is there a problem?
You just need a border traffic bypass stamp. You guys can meet her at the gate. It shouldn't take too long.
You're the one who gave birth to the child?
Yes.
Was it your egg or an implanted embryo?
Why is that any of your business?
Ma'am, this will go a lot faster if you cooperate.
Please. We're going to miss our flight.
You should probably just send them on ahead.
We're staying together.
Well, you're certainly not going to Montreal with them today, miss.
I spoke to the agent outside. We're married.
This is not valid.
It has the stamp.
No, the document is no longer recognized. You are not married. It's forbidden.
Forbidden?
What does that mean?
Forbidden by the law.
What law?
The law.
If you don't get your weird face the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I want to speak to your supervisor, and I need to see a lawyer right. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm so sick. I didn't think I would get sick so fast.
Oh, those pills weren't antibiotics, were they?
Did you take your pills?
Fuck the mistresses. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, Emily.
I don't think they're working.
Oh, no, they working. They working like a motherfucker. We'll never forgive y'all.
What did you do?
You know what she did.
God will save me.
No, no.
Save me. And you will suffer. You will suffer. You will burn in agony for all eternity. Every month, you held a woman down while your husband raped her. Fucking monster.
She's the monster.
Pray with me. Pray with me.
You should die alone.
Die alone, biatch. Look at them. Ah, yes. Look at this dead bitch. Let's go, Emily. Oh, I thought they were gonna still like kill her.
Everybody knows the basic erogenous.
Oh,
So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's 7.
I'd rather go to the colony. Oh, okay.
Please send your holy angel to watch over this place. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
That's a crazy shot. First, let me start by saying don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are subscribed, make sure to hit the notification bell. Shout out to all the new viewers. Shout out to all the subscribers. And I got a Patreon. Full-length, early reactions to things like this. Check it out. So, my question, how free was June? The answer is complicated. When it comes to her physical body, she's gone. But we come to find out this is not that easy. So, my question was answered. I was like, yo, how is he Nick an eye, but he's working with Mayday? So Nick used his eye-ness to get in with Mayday and have them take her. But the way this works is you never want to have anybody know too much. You don't give them a letter. You tell them a message, you do this, you do that, boom. You don't tell them anymore. Why is that? You don't want to have anybody have all the plans and then shut down this entire network. That's very important when it comes to resistance like that, okay? That's why when these guys captured these high level targets, it means the world to them. It's like you capture one guy and it could change everything, right? They have to be at a high enough level, but the main thing you want to get is for people to not really know who's even in charge of it. Okay? Now, that's why that was interesting to me, because the guy who was driving the truck, he straight up told her, like, they didn't tell me nothing. I'll see you later. Maybe not. Now, when she said under his eye, I think she said that was the thing. I can't remember what they say to say goodbye. I know they say under his eye to say hello, I think. No, they probably say it to say goodbye. Anyway, because they say so much horse shit, I don't know. My man was said after Wild Crocodile, and it's like, he's not under that spell no more. She still is. It's one of those things where, yeah, she's free, yeah, she's out of there, but she had been so indoctrinated into that, there's certain things that are still within her. So when I heard her say that, I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. She wouldn't just immediately be like, all right, bye now. Like, you know. Now back to the question. How free is she? She walks around the Boston Globe. First, she starts in the warehouse. Then she ends up in the office part of it. And as she's walking down, I'm like, damn, it looked like people just left there. Like other places, you would think they'd be cleared out. But there, it looked like there were people. The people tried to rush and leave, almost as if it's like a zombie apocalypse or something, right? So you saw a purse. You saw a shoe. You saw people's belongings still at the desk. And then it started hitting me. Oh, they're the press. They got dealt with. And so she kept going, and then she ends up in the bottom where they produce the papers. She turns on the lights, and you see the horrified look on her face, and it was confirmed for me. Oh, they dealt with them. You see all the nooses, and then you see all the bullets in the bullet holes in the wall. You see the blood splattered everywhere. And they're doing a great job at getting you to understand the seriousness of the situation, because as far as humanity goes, this is not something that's unfamiliar to us. When shit like this happens, that's how it goes. They're going to get rid of anyone who says anything different than what they say. And when you saw her breakdown, remember, she had been where she was at, and then she had her memories of the past. But now she was met with the past. And when confronted with it, it riled her up to the point where she's like, nah, I got to go north. I got to find Hannah, get the fuck out of here. You trying to keep me here 2 weeks? And I was like, man, don't give her those. But he did it. He understood. He gave her the keys. He gave her the gun. Like, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it. She did what needed to be done. Just sit there and wait. Like, what I'm going to do? But then she gets back. And we're going to talk about that freedom once again. Just out in the open. No hiding. She grabbed him. She grabbed his meat. They got to work. And then she decided the next position. They're like this. They're doing things it's not even subtle. It's like, no. Then she looks him dead in the face. She's like, okay, now we're going to do it this way. Boom. And I'm thinking, okay, that's it. Cut to, now we're going to do it this way. I mean, she's sweating. She putting in work. My man is drained. He just sitting there like, ugh. This is important, right? You would think it's vulgar or nothing. No. This is important. This is about freedom. And then she looks at him. She ain't took a rest. She look at him. My man about to die. He's dehydrated. He's fluid left every place. And he like, I don't think I can. She looked at him and said, try. We talk about freedom, right? Okay. Especially when, this is how important it is, remember, what was used against them was sexual abuse. So for her to decide and her to be the one in charge, you get me? Okay. Then we have the other part of this. Emily. Because when she walked up in there, I'm like, they gonna tear her apart. And Emily was helping her. And then Emily said, I had a mistress who like was kind to me once. Now, I went along with it because I'm like, okay, that happened. They showed that. And they played me. Because she barely knew that mistress that long. And once I realized what was happening, like once I realized it was her on the toilet coughing and stuff, immediately I'm like, oh, she poisoned her? And she's like, what? Why are these pills not working? Oh, they was working, motherfucker. They was working. And she killed her and everybody was just looking at her. Like they had a good night's sleep. And then they woke up the next morning and they just was smiling. Now, I will say the colony was not what I expected. And I don't know why. But I should have expected it to be just this way. Just this way. The only time it seems in this that they utilize modern technology is when it comes to warfare or something of that nature. But everything else, yeah. So to go back into her past, I was wondering when she was talking in her class, I'm like, what time period is this? How? Okay, it was after the terrorist attacks. And so it had begun. Women, homosexuals, lesbians, everybody, y'all can't work here, y'all can't do stuff. So by the time we get to see her boss hung up and that word spray painted, I'm like, God damn. So imagine how she's feeling in the panic. And next thing you know, we see everybody trying to cross the border. And Americans, of course, require visas. Like they did the motherfuckers dirty. And they were like, I knew they were going to say that, yo, we don't recognize this document. The most fucked up thing, though, was that they kept stringing them along and making it seem like, you know, there was some people who are, you can tell, like the guy who was sitting at the desk who asked her about her, the eggs. Well, he seemed to be, had bought into it. Like even his words, that's now forbidden. Like that's not how we talk about laws. And he said the law. So he had one who had bought into it. The guy at the front, he was a guy who was just doing his job. Remember, he gets it. He goes, oh, this will help. Just go get stamped. So intermingled, you have some guys who were just doing their job. You had some guys who had already bought into this horseshit. So that's what was fucked up. She kept getting strung along. So by the time she gets there, imagine not only they leaving, but the panic. You like, yo, what the fuck is going to happen to me? I just saw my boss strung up and now look where she is. So little by little, once they had shown that, it let me realize, oh, so by the time I see that mistress sitting there choking on her own vomit at the toilet, it let me realize, oh, Emily will never forgive these motherfuckers. And when she saw, I think Janine is her name, I was like, okay. I like where this is going, man. Now, the end part where she made a memorial for everybody who had been in there, that was very important for her. Cathartic, because as I said, she's now faced with her past. It's not just a memory. She's looking at the horror that took place. And she sort of, I won't say she exercised it, but that was a way to help her deal with it. For her to commemorate them on them blood-soaked walls, that was dope. I like how they're doing this. Next episode.